Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about some of these girls over here in the housewife world. All right, so the first thing is, from what the reports are saying, Real Housewives of Potomac season 8, all of the girls are returning. I think that was Queens of Bravo on Twitter who reported that. I'm not shocked if this is true. The only thing that I don't know is in what capacity these women are returning. What I mean by that is I don't know Robin, if Robin is returning to the show in the a friend role, or she's gonna have her peach, or her flute in the opening credits. I don't know if Mia is returning as. Those are really the only two. Really, 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 and truly the only person that I don't know is Robin. I feel like everybody else is going to return as a full time housewife. I'll just say this. I really wasn't expecting Robin to get fired. A part of me was expecting her to get fired, but the reality is I could definitely see her coming back. It ain't nothing I could do. It ain't nothing you can do. Well, actually, it is. You don't have to watch, and I don't have to watch. So there's actually something we can do. Um, I'll tell you what I told my sister. We were out eating earlier, and she said the same thing. This is going to send a clear message. If Robin Dixon is able to return to Real Housewives of Potomac season 8, the same way she left as a full-time housewife, and there are no consequences for what she did, it sends a clear message that there may be some issues over there at Bravo, Truly Original, whomever it is. Because if you are going to punish Kenya, and I understood that also. Let me make myself very clear. I understood exactly why what happened to Kenya happened to Kenya. Because, girl, you're on a reality show and you got married off camera. So I got it. I also definitely understood why Portia was demoted. She got physical. I also understood why Quad got demoted. Because Quad was smelling herself, you know? Just like I would understand why Robin got demoted. But if you see Kenya, Portia, Quad have a consequence for their actions, and Miss Light, so it gotta be right, doesn't receive one for hers, girl, at some point we have to start calling a thing a thing. If it walks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, and it quacks like a duck, it ain't no elephant. So that's that on that. Again, if Robin does return as a full-time housewife, that's when I will have to decide whether or not I'm going to. Her returning won't be an issue to me, but Robin returns. Robin needs to be a friend of a housewife, period. The same way the other girls had a consequence for their actions, she needs to have one also. Quad as is kept, Gizelle should be right there beside Robin, but we know that's not going to happen. I think once we get more details, or if the reports are true, then I'll have to make a decision on what my role is going to be and for season 8. So yeah, that's that on that. The next thing, Miss Gizelle Bryant. This is according to Radar Online. RHOP star Gizelle Bryant slammed for using disgusting homophobic slur on her podcast. All right, so Bravo housewife Gizelle Bryant was called out by fans after she used a disgusting is quotations, gay slur on her podcast. Bryant, 52, landed in hot water after she made the remark to fellow Real Housewives of Potomac castmate Robin Dixon, 44, on Monday's episode of Reasonably Shady. Um, and let me say something also, because I know somebody's going to get in the comment section saying something about Robin. It's not the fact that Robin didn't tell her truth, because we know a lot of these girls don't get on and tell 100% of their story. It's the fact that with Robin not telling her truth, it looked as though she was a part of a scheme that Todd set up to come back to us with the right? So it just looks bad, because now your good Judy, your best friend, and other women on the cast are going around planting lies about someone else's husband, possibly, cheating on, one of your castmates, SA allegations, but the real story was right at your doorstep. So that's what I think why a lot of people, including myself, were really taken aback, because it's like, oh, girl, oh, so y'all, oh, this is what y'all look like y'all doing over there. That was the situation for me. Anyways, so Bryant began chatting with Dixon about a documentary she recently watched regarding actor Jesse Smollett's faux hate crime. This is what Gizelle said. What he did was, in case you guys don't remember, was he staged a hate crime, Bryant told her co-host. So they were supposed to put a noose around his neck. They were supposed to call him the F word, but she didn't say F word. She actually said the word. She said Faggot. They were supposed to call him or something, gay empire boy or something. While Bryant hesitated slightly before she used the slur, it's you still caught her best friend off guard. Failing to contain her reaction, Dixon let out a heavy sigh after the comment. They were supposed to scream that, Bryant said as she tried to reframe her comment. These were the words that Jesse gave the trainers to do. So she tried to clean it up by saying, basically, these are the words that supposedly, allegedly, I don't know, child, Jesse told them to say. While Bryant tried to correct the context of her choice of words, the damage was already done, and the audio clips of the exchange began making their rounds around social media. I think that in 2023, that when someone says the N word, you know what it means. I think in 2023, when someone says the F word, you know what it means. Listen, I'm not about to get worked up over Gizelle. Gizelle is who she is. Gizelle is also the person that people allow her to be. I think Gizelle acts the way that she acts because there's never been any real consequence for Gizelle. There was really no need for Gizelle to say the word. I don't necessarily support Gizelle. Besides watching The Real Housewives of Potomac, I don't follow Gizelle on Instagram. I don't follow Gizelle on Twitter. I didn't buy every Hue Beauty. I don't purchase any of her eyelashes. I don't subscribe to her podcast. I didn't subscribe to their Patreon. Like I don't support Gizelle outside of Potomac, the Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't really support Gizelle. So I think, for me, this is, if you one of the gays out there who show support for Gizelle, this is up for you. This is a y'all matter. This is not a me matter, because I don't really fool with Gizelle like that anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fool with Candace. Like, when I went to DC, I actually paid my money. It wasn't a lot, girl. But I actually paid my money to go see Candace in concert. You see what I'm saying? I actually stopped by the booth and purchased a fan. Um, so that's what I mean by support. I don't support Gizelle like that. So for the girls out there, the gays, the allies, whomever you are, this is on y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you're offended, I mean, this is the thing. You can't stop people from using words. And I don't have the energy to get worked up when people say stuff because it's kind of like, it is what it is. Like, what am I really going to do? Because I can't cancel Gizelle because I already don't support Gizelle. You know, does that make sense what I'm trying to say? And again, like I said, maybe because I've gotten old, I'm getting older. It's just like I just don't have the energy to get worked up over everything. I'm definitely side-eyeing Gizelle. You know, I remember I was watching. I think it was Don Lemon and Sonny Hostin. I think they're good friends in real life. But nonetheless, I think she was on CNN that night. And they were having a debate over the use of the N-word. I understood both stances. I think I think Sonny was basically saying, like, girl, we don't have to say the word because basically when we say the N-word, the girls, the boys, the people know when we say the N-word, people know you don't have to say it. Don's whole thing was when reporting a story, and if you're like reading the transcript, if you're quoting someone, he feels as though, not to say he felt it was necessary. I don't want to say he felt it was necessary. But in a way, I think, from what I remember him saying, it was kind of like, say the word. Because when you say the N-word versus, well, so-and-so said nig, it does add a different, it adds a whole nother level to it, a layer to it, right? So when you hear someone say the F word versus, oh, she said the F word, versus, oh, she said, oh, she said the N word versus she said with the ER, right? Then it brings it just brings another level into it, another layer into it. And so I understood both. But I kind of was rocking with Don a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, girl, say what these people say. Say if somebody said that, say what they said. I mean, I didn't say it because I don't feel like trying to go through the demonetize my video. But for the most part, like, girl, say what these people said. He said, she said, because she didn't say the F word. She said F-A-G-G-O-T. He didn't say the N word. He said N-I-G-G. You see? So, it is what it is. Gizelle is who she is, and she gonna be who she gonna be. And either y'all are going to love y'all. I mean, it is what it is. Gizelle is a mess. She gonna forever be a mess. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Bethenny. All right. Bethenny, what's her name? Bethenny Frankel, is that her last name? Y'all know who I just started following, Tia. Mari. So Bethenny Frankel, this is what she had to say about the Bethenny Clause, okay? Let's bring this up.
How much was my contract for season 1 of The Real Housewives of New York City? The contract said $7,250, which I did not dispute. I was a nobody. That was a lot of money to me. All I had was time on my hands, no kids, no family, no problem. The only thing I did cross out was the thing that said Bravo would take a percentage of anything I made. Now, I was a nobody. I had nothing, and what would I care? But somewhere down deep inside of me, I understood conceptually that was wrong and that I was going places and I was going to do something and no one was going to own any part of it. And then when the Hollywood Reporter article came out on me and the Forbes cover came out because I had sold the cocktail portion of my business for a lot of money, Bravo woke up. The entertainment industry woke up. Reality television woke up, and they created what is now referred to by the industry as the Bethenny Clause, which means that anybody going on reality TV has to give a percentage to the powers that be. So the reason I tell you that story is because you are smarter than you think. I was a nobody. I was not a business person. I had no institutional knowledge or experience in any of this. I read a contract, something didn't feel right to me, and I took it out. And it changed my entire life, and it changed the entertainment industry and their practices. So never assume anyone is smarter than you. How much was my contract?
Okay.
How much was...
So the first thing is this: I have heard this story before about Bethenny basically negotiating her contract and getting that part taken out of her contract. So I have heard that story before. So shout out to Bethenny. You know, from what I understand, Bethenny is self-made, and I heard she's rich. Okay. But this is the only thing I want to say to Miss Bethenny. Miss Bethenny, I think you're smelling yourself just a little bit. Now I don't know when you say, girl, the entertainment. Girl, this is what we be saying when white people want to take credit for everything. You sounded like Christopher Columbus, girl. Girl, but you I don't know if we could go as far as saying like you changed, you know, the entertainment industry, because from what I understand, girl, no tea, no shade, girl, they've been getting a cut up. Girl, now you probably changed the reality TV game, right? You probably changed the reality TV game because now these women, except for a few, shout out to Sheree, shout out to Toya, but you know, most of the women who come into the reality TV game, they are now using this platform to make money and, you know, get as much as they can out of it. So you probably did change the reality TV game in the way that they looked at that. But as far as the entertainment industry, girl, no, you didn't, girl. The Puff Daddy's been taking a cut. The Clive Davis has been taking a cut. Girl, okay? The girls been taking a cut, girl. Ask TLC. Okay? So all I'm saying is, girl, you can't take credit. We're gonna give you your credit, but you can't you just can't start acting like you came in and just changed the game. Girl. Now you probably changed the reality TV game. But to say that, girl, the entertainment industry started, no, baby, they've been getting their cut. Girl, they've been getting more. They've been getting more than their cut. Okay, that's why half of these people walking around here with #1 hits, girl, platinum albums, ain't got a penny to their name. But you see the people behind the scenes, they living real good. Go ask everybody that was on Bad Boy. Let me shut up and stop being messy. All right, y'all. So that was the housewife news. We'll be back later. So we'll talk about, we got some other stuff to talk about. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.